incident, and there never was. So I was like, oh, okay, it's safe. So we're fine. It's cool.
Yeah. I mean, and so the similarities is that so I haven't played the game. So again, like I'm these are super generic similarities for me. Is that there's like killer animatronics and a security guard has to survive X amount of time in essentially a Chuck E. Cheese. So there are similarities. Geo Parsons talks about those similarities, and first he said that he's very happy that people are making those comparisons, but he did not really know about Five Nights at Freddy's when he started making this script, because he started doing it like a decade ago. And his whole thing was like he was paying homage to the really strange 80s, early 90s movies like Demonic Toys, Puppet Master, all those type of movies, and that he just didn't know about it. And so there's sort of a coincidence that the two are similar. And then he brought up this really interesting point, and he's like, there can be two things that are similar that you can love both of them, like Coke and Pepsi, and Marvel and DC.
What's interesting? A lot of people don't realize that scripts were written 10 years before. It's it's not really. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, to be fair, like he's right in some sense. Like the idea that childhood things can be scary is not new. Like Child's Play. You can also look at Toby Hooper's Funhouse, and that's like not quite childhood, but like the same general concept. So like Five Nights at Freddy doesn't have corner of the market on that idea. That idea has been around a very, very long time.
Oh, great point. Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah. So everyone says, hey, you're stealing from Five Nights, but Five Nights, there was Puppet Master before this. There was Ghoulies. There was Child's Play. There was Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Ah, interesting.
Critters.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I like it.
Yeah. But I mean, they're similar, but like is Five Nights at Freddy's about a dude who is completely nonplussed and will destroy animatronics? Like, I don't think so.
That's funny. Yeah, no, yeah. That's a great point. So that's why there was no lawsuits.
Yet. If this movie does really well, there's going to be a lawsuit.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, so I have a surprise for you, Mark.
Oh, no.
Nick Cage versus Christopher Walken movie draft.
Oh, let's do it.
I'm going to give you a movie, and you tell me if it would be better with Nick Cage or Christopher Walken.
Okay, I'm in.
And it could be any version of Nick Cage or Christopher Walken, whatever your perfect version of that character is, that actor is.
Oh, I love it.
Okay. When Harry Met Sally.
Let's see. That's Sally or Nick Cage. Okay, so I'm thinking Billy Crystal. He's very sarcastic. And then so you got to think who could pull off that dialogue with them. Who could be this over-talking, speed-talking, oblivious, without seeming unlikable. I'm going Chris Walken.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because
I did not expect that.
I think Chris Walken could be, he could pull off the hyper talking, sort of oblivious type character and still be likable. I think there are some characters who, I don't know, like, I think if Cage talks a lot over Meg Ryan, he might not be that likable. So that's what I'm saying.
I think Nick Cage is really the route for this one.
Ooh, yeah. I like it. I like that surprise you, because sometimes when we do this, we're on the same thing here. So I'm happy that happened.
Yeah. I just can't get over the way Christopher Walken speaks as an actor, and I don't think he can. I'm sure he can deliver the fast lines, but it's not him. Like, it's not the essence of Christopher Walken. Okay. This one's so ridiculous. RoboCop.
Okay, so let's see. Do that. Let's see. He plays that. That's a really great question, because Peter Weller, man, I can't see Peter. Okay, so Peter Weller, very stoic, great chin, very Walken.
Yeah, I agree. I 100% agree with that one.
I think he fits better with Verhoeven than Cage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. A Verhoeven Cage movie would be pretty wild, honestly.
Oh, that'd be beautiful, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Wow. Okay. So I know that Christopher Walken was in one of these movies, but James Bond.
Man. Oh, wow. Okay. So let's think about this here. We have, Walken or Cage. Walken or Cage. Walken or Cage. Walken or Cage. Man, that's a great one. Oh, okay. All right.
I can go first if you want.
Yeah, please do.
Okay, I think Christopher Walken can play suave better than Nick Cage, so I would see him as James Bond.
Oh, yeah, he would be suave.
Young Christopher Walken.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, Nick Cage doesn't come off suave ever in anything he's in.
No. But I want to see what he brings to it, though.
That's true. Yeah.
That could be, okay. I want to see Cage because it would be a completely different version of it. That's what it is. I'm going there. I'm going Nick Cage because it would be so weird. There it is.
I respect your lean into the weirdness. I would also want to see that.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
We have two more. Phil from Groundhog's Day.
Wow. Walken. Because
yeah, I think you're right.
I love Cage, but you need to have this dry. Like Bill Murray pulled that off because he's just so dry, and I think Walken would do that. I want to see Walken do it.
Yeah, you need more of an understated role.
Yeah, I'm not being very. Yeah, I'm going Walken. I'm not Cage. Cage is one of my favorite actors, so I feel terrible, but I'm going Walken. That's what I'm thinking.
This is the last one, and this is a hard one because I won't know what I'm going to pick until the last second. Chuck Nolan from Castaway. This has been a really rough one. I feel bad. I've been hammering it.
Oh, man. Who would make you cry more going after Wilson? That's what it comes
Nicolas
down to.
Cage. I mean, imagine a son.
Yeah. I'm going Nick Cage. I'm going to go Nick Cage. I'm going to do that. I like that.
Yeah, because you also know that he would commit to gaining a dumb amount of weight.
Oh, yeah. All right. That's it. Nick Cage. I'm doing that.
Okay, Nick Cage. You got it. Congratulations. You've completed the Nick Cage vs. Christopher Walken movie trivia.
I love it. All right. So, hey, do you want to, we're going to do a quick draft, right? Before we get out of here?
Yeah, we are. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that. This will be fun, right?
Yep.
All right. So we're going to do a draft of, we're going to do a draft of characters who just don't talk much in movies.
Yeah. I would say silent or near silent. So like one or two words, or they can make a couple noises, but they're primarily known to be silent.
I love it. Do you want to go first?
You know, I'm going to give you the opportunity to go first because I put you through the Nick Cage, Christopher Walken thing. And, I feel like that one was very difficult.
That was stressful and I loved it. Oh man. All right. So I got to do it. I'm going One Eye from Valhalla Rising, and that's played by Mads Mikkelsen. It's a Nicholas Winding Refn movie. I'm a big fan of it. I think it's just a bonker. So I watched Valhalla Rising, then I was just surprised at how many people were surprised that Only God Forgives. I'm like, wait, you guys think this movie is crazy? Have you not seen Valhalla Rising? But it's just him up in the Highlands killing people and being quiet. And I would love to see Mads Mikkelsen fight puppets. So that's mine.
That's amazing. Yeah, so this is really hard, but I feel like I have to do this, even though I think it's a little bit of a ringer. I think Jason Voorhees is my number one.
Oh.
And I was going back and forth between him and Michael Myers, but because we did that big story on Jason Voorhees, I decided to go with him because I know the character so much better. And just so everyone's clear, Jason does have a couple lines in the series, so he's not completely silent.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, that's a great pick. Man. Okay, so I'm going to go with, this is a weird one, but I remember watching this movie back in the day and just being really taken aback by it, and that was Crispin Glover in Charlie's Angels. Do you remember him being the thin man, like the really quiet guy? I like that. I thought that was pretty cool in that movie. I really liked him as a villain, so I'm going Thin Man from Charlie's Angels.
Okay, that's great. I'm going to take Christopher Russell in Soldier.
Oh, Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell, yeah. Kurt Russell in Soldier.
I can't believe
it's been a very long time since I've seen it. I know he didn't say anything, or says hardly anything, like 100 words.
Oh, man, I'm mad I didn't pick that. That's a really good one. I liked it. Paul Anderson. I dig it. All right. Let's see. I want to add some different people into this. I want to make this. Let's see. Oh, that's a weird character. I'm not going to do that. I don't care. I'm taking Danny Trejo's character from Desperado.
Good. He's good. Yeah, that's fun.
I mean,
yeah.
Okay, I went and bought knives at so I grew up in like a weird, like in the country in Florida, not really the country, but somewhat. But I remember watching this, and I made my mom take me to a flea market so I could buy throwing knives after watching Desperado.
I know a lot of people who did that.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. My number 3, and this is going to start making it a weird list because I think we need to add some weird stuff to it. Mr. Bean.
Oh yeah, he says nothing. That's a good one.
Jason Voorhees and Mr. Bean.
I got a bunch of violent characters here. I like them. All right, we got that. I got to add something different. Let's see. I'm a big fan of Samantha Morton, so I'll do that. I'll take her role in Hattie in Sweet and Lowdown. It's like 1930s musical drama.
Okay.
But she like Oscar nominated for not saying much. So you kind of have to include somebody in a list who got nominated for an Oscar for not saying much. So I'm taking Hattie in Sweet and Lowdown.
Okay. So my next one, we can debate whether this one counts or not. Wally from Wally.
I mean, yeah, he makes noises. He says Eva occasionally, but that's about it.
Yeah, I if you don't like that one, I could pick another one, but it's close.
It doesn't talk much. I'm fine with that. It works for me. I dig it.
Okay.
All right, so now I have to pick one. Let's just go Leatherface. Why not? That character wrecked my life when I was younger, so I'm doing that. Texas Chainsaw. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
All right, we should have our 10, right? Or you last?
I have 4.
Okay.
I have one more.
Got it.
And like, I know we should pick Silent Bob, but I'm not picking Silent Bob. I feel like that's such a cop-out.
Too easy.
It's too easy, and it's also not where my heart wants to be. My heart wants to be with Roach from People Under the Stairs.
Oh, yeah. Great character. That's a good one. All right, we're keeping that one. And now we're getting it down to 5, right?
Yep. Yeah.
All right.
This is the hard part.
All right, so can we keep Roach?
Absolutely. 100%.
Right. So we got Roach. Who else should we pick?
I really want to keep Mr. Bean because he's so weird.
I love that. And can we get Mads Mikkelsen in here?
Yeah, 100%. These auto-include.
All right. So we got Mads, we got Mr. Bean, we have Roach.
I mean, I do feel like we should have Hattie.
Yeah.
Because Oscars. Duh.
Yeah. If you don't say much, you can get nominated. I know there's the people and the artists, but we don't need them. I like Hattie. And I like that actress a lot. She's great. So we have Mads Mikkelsen, Mr. Bean, Hattie, and Roach. I'm leaning maybe towards, I like Danny Trejo from Desperado.
Yeah,
but
I think, go ahead.
No, that's kind of what my heart says.
I think that's an interesting choice. Do you think people will think we're crazy for not including one of the silent murderers, siren slashers, like
I sure
Jason
hope so.
And Michael?
That's what we do, David. We go crazy. We go weird.
Yeah, and here's the thing. I agree with you. I think we should pick Danny Trejo's character because everyone would have picked Jason Voorhees, and we're about, trying new things, just like this movie we're reviewing.
The throwing knife market became a boomtown in the 90s after Desperado, and that's because of him. So we got to give him credit.
How many people got stabbed in the arm holding stuff up?
I went out and I was throwing knives at a tree, and I had no shoes on, and I threw the knife. It bounced off the tree, and it went right in between my big toe and my other toe, right in between it. But imagine if it was a centimeter, a couple centimeters to the right or left. My toe would have been smushed. So, yeah, I mean, I almost suffer from those injuries. That's for sure. Well, this was fun, man. Thank you for suggesting this episode. I loved our trailer talk. I loved our discussion on this. I had a great time.
Yeah, this was amazing. We may even be back, Mark. We'll talk about this maybe when it comes out, but there's another Nick Cage movie coming out this year that looks amazing. I believe it's called Prisoners of Ghostland or The Prisoners of Ghostland.
Oh yeah, it was just on Sundance.
Yeah. I tried to get tickets to it, but it sold out immediately.
Yeah, I kicked myself for that. I kicked myself. I wanted to watch Ben Wheatley's, but I wasn't available at that time, and I wanted to watch a shark documentary, and I couldn't do it. But yeah, no, I'm in. Let's do it. Let's cover all his movies that are coming out this year. I'm in.
well, be careful. Like, he does do like 6 movies a year. We gotta.
Yeah, you're right. We got to do our Underworld franchise too. So.
Well, eventually, that's the promise that hasn't been fulfilled in like 6 months.
Yeah, we need to do it. So hey, how about this? Before we get out of here, do you want to tell everyone about the Award Wieners Movie Review Podcast and your website and your reviews?
Yeah. So I